You rightly said that everyone is unique. And I'm sure at some point in your life, each one of you has looked at someone else's life and thought, wow, they have it all figured out. And if that moment has come in your life even once, please raise your hand. Whosoever has compared at some point, me included. Right, right. So we all do that, right? And but the truth is, or let me ask you, that's thank you first of all for everyone to acknowledge that. But how did you feel at that time? Was it a great feeling when you were comparing, or you were feeling low? Yeah, definitely. It wasn't a good feeling. So, as all of us have done this at some point, or even I would say doing it currently also. So, we can definitely say we are all in this boat together. So, let's talk about this something because it steals our joy every single day. But let me tell you, it is totally fixable. Yes, this comparison trap. Now, let me ask you, have you ever heard this saying, flowers don't compare, they just bloom? I love that when I heard it for the very first time. Because imagine if a daisy spent all day wishing it was a rose, or if an apple tree felt bad because it couldn't grow oranges. Sounds silly, isn't it? But we humans do it all the time. Let me tell you about a friend of mine, Jatin. He wakes up every morning, grabs his phone, the first thing that he does in the morning, and starts scrolling before his feet even hit the floor. And he sees his classmates, perfect vacation photographs from Maldives. His cousin just got a brand new iPhone, or his neighbor made an amazing cake that looks like store bought. And by the time Jatin gets out of bed, he's already feeling behind in his life. And he hasn't even brushed his teeth yet. Sounds familiar? Now, that's the comparison trap in full action mode. Even social media, it is like a highlight reel. Everybody posts their best moments, their biggest wins, their perfect selfies. But behind those posts are real people with real problems, with bad days and burnt dinners that never make it to the Instagram. And each one of us have had their share of problems. But we only show or have the courage to show the best side of us. And the truth is, we try to hide our bad days even from ourselves. And here's a fun fact: the average teenager spends about 7 hours a day on screens. That's 7 hours of seeing other people's perfect lives. No wonder we start feeling like we don't measure up. So, when we compare, actually, three really important things get damaged. One, first of all, our joy disappears. Yes. Because have you ever gotten something you really wanted? maybe a good grade or a new outfit, and felt super happy about it until you saw someone else with something better. Because we don't have just one wish. Once we are able to fulfill one, we are immediately aspiring for the other. So suddenly, that awesome feeling or that awesome thing doesn't feel awesome anymore. Joy gone. And second, our confidence takes a hit. Okay, let me ask you this. If you're constantly looking at what others do better than you, when do you get to appreciate what you do well? It's like having a garden full of beautiful flowers, but only noticing the weeds. We are always comparing ourselves with others' achievements. They may be our friends, they may be our family members, and we forget to acknowledge our own achievements. And the truth is, they might be feeling down because of our achievement, but we definitely never get to know that. And then, thirdly, our originality suffers. Each of us has something special to offer to the world. Yes. And I'll say, all of you are achievers, all of you are action takers, all of you are learners. And that's why you are here every day in the morning. And today is a weekend. And I would say for Mallika ji, it's a weekend evening. She might have gone to a club and enjoy, but still sitting here. So, but when we try to be like everyone else, that special things get buried. Think about it. If Taylor Swift had tried to be exactly like Beyonce, or if LeBron James had tried to copy Michael Jordan's exact style, would they be the superstars they are today? No. They succeeded by their own authentic selves. Even in our own industry, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle are big names. Both are siblings, but with their distinctive singing styles, and both are famous. So that's how life is. So, how do we break free from this comparison trap? So, let me share a few simple ways. One, run your own race. Yes, imagine life is like a track meet. And if you are running the 100-meter dash, but keep looking at others' lanes to see how fast everyone else is moving, what will happen? You'll slow down. You might even trip. So the best runners say, stay focused in your own lane. Yes. When I was young, I was always comparing to my projects with my friends. His drawings were amazing, and mine, well, let's just say they weren't going in any museums. I almost quit art entirely until my teacher told me something I'll never forget, that your style isn't worse than your friends. It's just different. Difference is good. And we always say we are unique in ourselves. And similarly, our journey is unique. Obviously, not everyone has the same destination. So if we want to aspire for something different, obviously our journeys will be different as well. The second, practice gratitude. Now, this is super simple, but works like magic. Each night before bed, think of three things that you're thankful for about yourself. Maybe you were kind to someone today, or maybe you tried something new. Maybe you just made it through a tough day. Even that counts. You did something. So have gratitude. Number three, use social media mindfully. Very, very important because that is one place where actually you get the maximum unhappiness. Notice how certain accounts make you feel. If someone's post always makes you feel bad about yourself, it's okay to unfollow them or mute them. Yes, your mental health matters more than being polite online. Because maybe any of your friend posts his vacation pictures very frequently and you might not get a chance so easily because of your work schedule. So instead of feeling depressed, it's better to mute that person because you have your own priorities and that person has his own. And let me tell you about my cousin Saurabh. He used to get really down about not having the latest video games that his friends had. And one day, he decided to try something different. So instead of focusing on what he didn't have, he made a list of all the cool things he could do what he already had. So he started a neighborhood game club with his old board games. And guess what? Those friends with the fancy video games started coming over to play Saurabh's board games instead. So he was an instant hit. So when we are actually stuck comparing, we think thoughts like, she's much prettier than me. He's so much smarter than me. Why can't I have what they have? But when instead of comparing, we are thriving, we think, I wonder what I could learn from her. I'm really good at making people laugh. Or how can I use my unique talents today? So it's like changing your brain, changing your channel where your brain focuses. Like from not enough network to I'm amazing as I'm a channel. So let's try something right now. Think about the person, or maybe next to you, or anyone who comes to your mind as a first thing. And let's, if you can share one thing or write it down, one thing you admire about them. It could be something about their personality, a talent they have, or even something as simple as their smile. So let me give you just 30 seconds to just make a note of that one thing. Please go ahead. Anybody closer to you or anybody in the participants, if you want to feel like focusing on just one thing you admire about that person. The person might be your family member, the person might be a friend, even your kid. Or if you got an opportunity to admire something about your husband, please do that. Thank you, Malika ji. So I want others. Cool. Great, Kamna ji. Definitely. But did anybody tell you that even you have a beautiful smile? Okay. So now, for the important part, think about that quality you just admired. And believe it or not, you have a version of that quality within you too. Maybe it looks different or shows up in different ways, but it's there. Yes. For example, as Mallika ji shared, his tenacity, her father's tenacity, a positive mindset. But I'm sure when Mallika ji attends these meetings, she is herself positive, maybe in a different way. So, see, we have it. And I just happened to say, Kamna ji, that she herself has a beautiful smile. So she's noticing others. And that's why in one of the sessions, I've always said, look at the mirror and admire the person that is on the other side. Because it's nobody but you. So that's so very important in our lives. So let's say if you admired someone's confidence, maybe your version is the courage to try new things. Or if you admired someone's artistic ability, maybe your creativity shows up in how you solve problems or, let's say, tell stories. So today, I want to leave you with this thought. Comparing yourself to others is like trying to play a guitar while wishing it was a piano. So you'll never make beautiful music that way. Instead, learn to play your instrument, the one that is uniquely, wonderfully you. So, my challenge to you is for the next 7 days, catch yourself when you start comparing. Simply say to yourself, stop comparing, start thriving. Say it whenever that you enter that comparison zone. And then notice one thing you appreciate about yourself in that moment. Remember, flowers don't compare, they just bloom. And the world is more beautiful because each one of us bloom in our own way. So thank you for being here.